Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I woke up this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. Hi, it's Bonner again, and this is another in my series of the detailed walkthrough videos teaching the sections of Fire and Rain by James Taylor. I check my transcriptions and play them against the record. So that's the thing that you should notice about this. If you follow along with the tab on the screen and learn to play this as I'm teaching it, I'm pretty certain that that you can play it with the original record and you find yourself playing the exact same notes in the exact same places. So that's what this is about. I'm going to cut over to close-ups now and take you through one measure at a time so that you can learn these measures. Okay, here's the singing. Here's measure 1. Just yesterday morning, first line of the verse. He's just playing, and you can see it on the tab. He's doing a pinch, A to G string. And I'm playing basically like a barred A chord here, when I'm just using the first few strings, really. Okay, so here it is. And then at the end of measure 1, I'm doing a pickup into measure 2, a slide down from the 6 to the 4 on the G string, open E string drone, and it goes like this. Okay, and you'll notice the little arpeggio part there at the end, 3, 4, 3. That's a little bit different than from the first measure, which again is separates it a little bit from the intro. Now we move on to measure 3. We're going to a D chord, super simple arpeggiation of a D chord. You can play, this is the James Taylor grip of the D chord, and again it's not necessary to use it here, but I try and stick with it throughout the song just to get my hands used to this different grip. And that's a D chord, and I'm just going, and then down to the A drone at the bottom. Okay, then here's the signature riff that appears in the intro verse and even a version of it in the chorus, is this. And again, it's this weird James Taylor grip, middle finger and ring finger holding down D and G, and the pointer is doing the hammer on the B string. So again, that measure 4, the A chord is this. Now, sometimes he does this little signature bit at the end, and sometimes he doesn't. Add a beat of a single strum just on those 4 middle strings. So the way I hear it is, and you can listen through the song, there are certain places where he actually plays this. And that next A is the next measure, and it's just a single strum across the middle 4 strings. Generally speaking, he does it for the most part. And then that there's rhythmic simile. Now as we go into measure 6, we're going to the E. Again, it's the weird Lightning Hopkins E, where we're just using the 2 notes. So we're using the low E string and D and G on this E string as it's shown in the notes. And we're just going. Okay, so he's playing I'm pinching those 3 notes at the beginning, and then a responding or echoing strum, just like we did in the last 2 measures on the A chord. So measure 6 is. And now measure 7 and 8 are playing a G major 9, switching to a G major 7 halfway through that measure 7. And here's what it looks like. You can see the tab on there. It's going, and one of these is a pull-off, which you can see at the beginning of the measure 8. So it's. Okay, so again, remember to take the pointer off the G string for that 3rd note. Okay, we're going, and then we're playing open D and open G, just like we did in the intro. And then I'm putting my ring finger on the B string on 3, and again an open G. So that's the first phrase is this. And then there's this arpeggiation that begins halfway through measure 7, and it's... And then what I do is I bar across, when I'm going to this second half of measure 7, I bar across the skinny 3 strings. That allows me to immediately do the pull-off at the beginning of measure 8. So here's that section at the end of measure 7. And then here's the pull-off. So that's measure 8 is... Okay, so if I play that whole section, measure 7 and measure 8, it's this. And then we just go back to the beginning again, and it's the same thing again. And that's what he's playing under all the singing part of the verse. Okay, so that's the vocal verse section of Fire and Rain by James Taylor. So I hope that my video helps you get playing this classic song quickly and easily. And if you're having fun, please click on the subscribe button. It costs you nothing, but then you'll get notifications when there's new videos on the channel. I'm working on new productions all the time. So again, my name is Bonner. This is the Bonner Guitar Channel, and I hope you'll visit me again soon.